$100 a month,
You gotta mute out.
right? And that's like $182,000, something like that, every Friday. And now this is number 4. And guys, what we have is so huge because I thought about it, and I remember, I don't know, it might have been in a meeting with Chyna and Brandy. I can't remember who was in that meeting, but I remember we were at a convention or something, and Chris goes, if we get people to hit 750, I'll make that like a whole new rank. On it. We'll do, 1,000, which is $1 billion. Okay. And I remember thinking to myself, like, are you serious? Like, you really for real with this? And so when Jason and Matt hit it, what I think was just maybe 3 months ago, everybody was like, oh my gosh, it just happened. Chris has just so kept his word. And then we look up, and then David hits it. We're like, oh my gosh, it's happening again. And then to have Bryce hit it was just like, I don't know, David was maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And just to see that all like materialize was just like, I think it was just this overwhelming. Randy called, Chyna called, like all at the same time. It was like I just merged everybody together. And we were just like, oh my gosh, what just happened? What just happened? Like, we're here, we're in it. And Chyna was just like, oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful we're here. And that's how I felt. And I was just like, God, like the fact that we're not just signing up, the fact that we're here, that we know about this space, like there's not anything you can really compare to. And I was just like, God, you chose us to be here. Yes. And so we're on the phone, Randy and Chyna, we're going back and forth. We're like, okay, we're about to do this. Okay, we're about to do this. And we're just like, we know where we're going. We're all over the place, but we know where we're going at the same time. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm on my way to do a pre-production meeting for this new show I'm doing about real estate. And I got that going, and they're calling, where are you at? And I'm just like, it just was like overwhelming. It's like, I really felt like it happened to me. I know Angela, she said when she heard it, she told her husband, just come sit down. But it was like, I thought about in the word, and then we'll get to some strategy here. I thought about in the word that when Jesus spoke to the man and he told him to get up, and I think it was, I don't know, Matthew or Luke, was this man, and I can't think of the scripture, but it was a scripture where the man, God was speaking, Jesus was speaking to one person to rise up. But in the same time, the Bible says that there were all these other gravestones that were being removed, and all these people were rising from the dead. And the Bible talks about how this one man, he was wrapped in like mummy clothing, and he was running through the street saying there was a man named Jesus that healed me. And people were like, tripping. The Bible says the crowd was astonished what's happening. And I think that's what happened today prophetically, that even though Jason and Matt and David, and I'm so grateful, and it was so amazing watching those 3 amazing men get it. When it happened for Bryce, it was like the Lord was saying, I'm calling all of you 750, because how it impacted each of us. I think we all kind of had like moments, maybe not physical tears, but something grabbed a hold of you, like, whoa, what was that? And that was kind of the experience, I think, of a lot of us. And so, of course, then brainstorming and saying, okay, what are we going to do? Okay, what do we need to do? Okay. So we bounced some things around. So there are a couple things that we have coming up that we want to announce. Now, we still have to get this flyer totally done, but I want you guys to put this down, okay? A couple things. Number one, September 25th and 26th. Right. We are going to have a 2-day summit right there. In Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know, Chyna, can you pull up? Do you have a picture of that? I know we're still waiting for her to finish the proof. Yeah, but 25th of
September.
So let's see if we can get it tomorrow. But we do have something
Not the original, not the finalized one though.
Okay. So 25th and 26th, and we'll get this flyer out to you guys. We're doing a 2-day Well Summit. We rented a beautiful mansion, myself, Dr. Chyna, Webb's, Jazz, who else am I missing? Christian, Bishop. There are a few of us that came together and said, hey, we're going to get this mansion. So we got this mansion, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pool, like all the drip, right? And so what we're gonna do is have those 2 days of just training. That Friday night, we're gonna have a masquerade party. That Friday night, so everybody will come in their mask or whatever. We are gonna, definitely, use every precaution in terms of, everybody washing their hands. Even today, I packed out. I'm in our Farmington Hills property in Michigan, and China. When I heard that, Mill had already asked me. She said, I feel like we need to get the team together. I said, let's do it. And so we got all the team together. I don't know, we probably had, Auntie Jeannie, 20 people packed in here today. And we just trained from 4 to 8. And we just went over everything from comp plan, placement, social media, marketing, sponsored ads, creating a Telegram chat. We went over all of that, okay? And it was really an amazing meeting. And it was great. Everybody started posting things right then. People were already starting to get hit up. It was just powerful. It was. And then, of course, when we got done, we Lysoled everything down. Even while people were here, we were Lysoling it down. And I just felt really good, and all is well. And so what I'm going to probably do is spend a couple weeks up here, and I'm just about to just really drill down with the team, because the reason we decided to go ahead and do September 25th and 26th, this is definitely very much a relational business, period. And we have to keep that in mind. So there are a couple things that I want to ask everybody to do. Then I'm going to tell you, okay, so let me finish telling you the mansion. The mansion is September 25th and 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. In order for you to qualify to come,
24
you
26.
have to personally enroll 15 people between now and August the 15th. So 15 people between now and August the 15th. This is also very good because it's going to help you to get on the birthday promo list. Praise God, I'm on there. I know quite a few are on there. And so it's just powerful. So you're going to get, so you'll be able to get into the mansion. Each leader that is staying in the mansion can only bring 10 people. So go ahead and get serious about your 15 personals, and then get that to your direct chairman. Once we see that and it's been approved, your name will go on the mansion. If you have not personally enrolled 15 people, then it's not going to be, that one won't be necessarily for you. We are going to be doing some other things, but that just won't be one that's for you, okay? The other thing that I want to tell you guys is I'm really recommending that we've been talking about social media and posting. We know it really works. I'm going to be creating a Telegram group. And on the Telegram group, I'm going to put it on my profile on Instagram. Okay. So every person, yes, girl, everybody, we got to work this thing. And Chairman Noel actually did it. She has 4,500 people in that group. So all she does is she just posts on there every time she's going live, every time she does a webinar, she's posting, she's ripping on those people. So just imagine if you put that right there on your Instagram, you create a Telegram group, and people start getting in there and you're dripping on them. What's going to happen, even if you just got 10% of those people, right? Now, with the sponsored ads and sponsored ads that we're doing, boosting the ads, they're definitely working. What's happening is Camille actually went through tonight. Camille, are you on? Let's see. Millie Mill. Oh, she might have went to bed. She put in the time today. We basically got everybody's job form set up, landing page. Make sure everybody's getting their landing page and their job form. So job form allows you to capture everybody's name, email, and phone number. And so what you need to do is figure out on which leg do you really need to put the concentration? Who are you working with? Who's really good at follow up? And then they can help you make the phone calls. Because I have so many phone calls to make every day, I can't make them all. So you have to talk to your leaders and say, listen, we're gonna run for these next month. I'm gonna be sending you people, but I need you to call them. But you need to tell them they gotta call within 24 hours. Some people, that's just not their strength. They're just not gonna call people back because for whatever reason, they just don't have the focus, whatever. They're just not gonna do it. So find on your team who you can really tag team with and say, okay, we're going to be calling people back every day, all day. So, for example, I'll give Sean sometimes, I don't know, I'll give Sean maybe, he might get 10 to 15 people in a week. Well, he's gotten really good at calling them back. And every time he calls, what happens? 9 times out of 10, they close. So find out what leaders do you really want to work with on your team? And then you guys kind of tag team that funnel system, because everybody's not going to be able to, especially as the funnel really starts to stack up, you might not be able to call all those people back in the day. And one thing about it right now, when people reach out to you, you want to make sure you get back with them in 24 hours. Now, this is a promotion that I'm going to be doing, and I know some other leaders are going to be doing. You guys can do this, and you can customize it however you want to customize it. But basically, we're going to offer a $50 promo. I did this, I want to say 2 or 3 times before I hit Chairman 100, and you're going to do it specifically in the legs where you need it. Some of you need it in all 3 legs. Some of you might just need it in 2 legs. Some of you just might need it in 1 leg. And then you also have to determine what's going to be your budget, right? So the first promo that I'm running is going to be between now and I think we said Sunday night, between now and Sunday night, right? Now, the way we're going to do it is we're creating just a job form link. They have to fill out that job form link because I need to make sure, and they're not going to get paid until it'll be 8 to 10 days after they have enrolled, because I want to make sure that we don't have a bunch of refunds. Now, when I ran that, and I know Randy has done something like this, and I'm going to let Randy and Chyna come on in a moment, but it worked. It really got numbers up there. So you as the leader get a chance to determine what area you want to focus in on, if you want to do all 3 legs or if you just want to do 1 leg. Camille's going to have that job form out. We're doing a flyer for it, basically talking about personal enrollments, and then create a Telegram chat just for the areas where you need to concentrate, right? So there was a particular area that I needed to concentrate for Chairman 100. So what happened was, everybody in that chat, it was going off like, Pam, I just enrolled one, I just enrolled one, I just enrolled one, I just enrolled one. And we looked up and the numbers just kept going down, 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 down until bam, we hit it. So we narrowed down that chat just for that, for those areas. So I think Carl, for example, is very close to being Chairman 10, but I think, Carl, you need it in all 3 legs, right? Am I right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I need it in all 3 legs. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he needs to with legs. So then what he would do is he would create a Telegram chat just for those leaders. Not everybody all 3 legs, but just for those leaders. And listen, we're gonna build momentum. Every time you personally enroll somebody, put in the chat, hey, such and such, Dre just closed one. Dre might say, I got a meeting in an hour, I'm looking to trade the other one. Then somebody else comes, yep, I just traded one, or I just closed one. So now for every personal enrollment, it's actually going in the chat, it's creating momentum, it's getting people excited. Right. Then you start doing the countdown, right? And again, this is what we did for when I hit 100, and the momentum was crazy, right? And so we would say, okay, so we would say for Carl, we'll say, okay, Carl's now 90 away. Now, meantime, while his team is pushing him to get to chairman, this is also helping them to push to make rank as well, right? So you got 2 things going on. You're building momentum with the leaders that you really need. You're also building momentum. People are wanting to get you there, but then it's also helping your team to build momentum within those little micro groups. So they're like, oh, now I just hit, for example, Dr. Stacia Pierce is very close to hitting chairman. Well, she just popped a P2000 and just popped the P1000. So in this Telegram group that we have, we see all this excitement going. They're doing a countdown on there. Her daughter Ari is like, oh my gosh, my mom, she went from 25 to 20. Oh my gosh, my mom went from 20 to 17. So now people are like, okay, I'm about to do another 2. So it's a countdown happening along with everybody mentioning, when they're closing somebody, and it's really created a pretty amazing momentum. Okay, so now you get a chance to determine as the leader how much money you want to put up. Okay, so for example, Carl said, I'm going to do $40 for my group. For my personal enrollment, I'm taking $25. I'm getting that anyway from the company. And so I'm just really investing $15. You can really customize it however you want to. But again, you want to customize it. You want to hone in on those specific areas that you really need to work on, and then pull those leaders really closely. You're loving on everyone, period. Okay? Because a power leg can turn into a weak leg, or a weak leg can turn into a power leg real fast. Okay? So you're loving on everybody, but you're saying, listen, I got to make sure I pull these ones in, because if I get enough steam here, this is going to take me straight on to where I need to be. Okay? So we're going to get the flyer out. So again, create a Telegram that you're going to post on your Instagram, and you can just, whatever you want to put, turn your phone into an ATM. Let me show you how to make money every day. Let me show you how to trade, whatever little tagline you want to do, and then create that Telegram group, okay? And then you can go in there, post videos, welcome, because there are going to be a lot of people on there that are prospects that have just been watching you that want to follow, okay? And then don't forget, by August 15th, you have to have 15 personals. We're going to actually, this is just like kind of a leader call here, but we're going to actually do another launch for this where we all get on the live, kind of talk about it. Flyers should be ready tomorrow. This is kind of up to time. Don't forget the birthday promo. A lot of you are on there. Shout out. Kathy's on there. I'm on there. Dr. Stacia's on there. Quite a few people are on there. So shout out if you're on there. Let's continue to run really strong on that. And the promo. Okay, I think those were the main things that I wanted to go over. Remember, don't forget to post that Telegram. Try to get that up within 24 hours. That is a great fisher of men, okay? Oh, the last thing I wanted to say too is make sure you are putting Randy and Chyna and I, maybe you guys, one of you can talk about this. We're really putting a serious focus on builders. We're pushing, I really never did start trading with my team. I've been putting a strong focus though on getting on Go Live. They have got to fall in love with the educational system. We're not traders, guys. I have no interest in trading and teaching anybody, right? Which is why I've never done it. But what we can do is get people to fall in love with a Lee Allen, or fall in love with a Kathy Kirkland, or fall in love with a Kim, or whoever they want their favorite educator to be. And you push them there. Because if you spend all your time trading with people or trying to teach them how to trade, that's why Christopher Terry's contracted all these traders on. Okay, so I'm gonna let Dr. Chyna or Randy come on, jump on. Anything else you guys want to add to this at all?
Hey, this was so good. I'm excited. Oh my God. It was something about this morning. I don't know what it was. I woke up, even last night though, it's just something about this season that it just feels good. The air, and I know that the world is kind of like going through some crazy stuff, but there's a supernatural shift that's going on. I had a long conversation, so interesting, with Stevenson Lindor as we prepare to go to the West Coast. And we just was getting into depth. And one of the biggest things that I can say that I'm so grateful for right now is clarity. Like I'm so super duper clear. It gives you a confidence when you are so clear about, for number one, the moment in time that we stand in, For number two, learning lessons along the way that have gotten us to this point right here, right?
Yeah.
The truth is, whether it's good, bad, or not so cute, you can learn from that and then apply it to go further. So what we decided to do really more aggressively this year is put everything in place for builders, because I realized that I was building a trading community and it frustrates my spirit. I have no interest in being in that kind of environment. I'm not being, I know I might have some traders that's on here, but that minimizing talk to fit into a box. And so unfortunately, not so much as unfortunately, many times what we do is we create what we believe that they want as a customer. We create, if I learn how to do this, I'm gonna go tell everybody, I don't mind getting people once I'm making some money. All this foolishness, like, I don't want to get away. You don't have no access to me no more. I can't be around that, because honestly, when I look at what Bryce Thompson is doing, and I know there's other chairman 750s that came before, but it's something about Bryce Thompson's story that is so absolutely epic. It is legendary. Why? He has no experience inside of this industry. He's not coming with professional network community, none of that. And just to see how they do it, if you've ever watched them or studied them, because I know some people are studying them, they just work, man. Like, they just together working all the time. They're on the phone, unapologetic, either you want it or you not. Like Randy was talking about today, I think he said he heard somebody in the background say, after they signed the person up, they was like, okay, training. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. You getting in like unapologetic. And also we gotta know, we live in a time where people have faked it till they made it, to now they ain't gotta fake it no more. And just being so creative, right? Just being creative and leveraging everything all the time. So I'm just grateful. I think for me, being inside of this industry for 10 years, 3 different companies, there was a time where I knew that I wasn't in that company. I wasn't in that company, and I had to watch people who was in that company. And though I was still very celebratory, I was like, dang, I wish I was in that company, but I knew it was too late for me, right? Now to be in the company that's like everybody on here, I don't care who you are, I don't care how much money you making, I don't care what your rank is, I don't care what happened in your business, I don't care who left, I don't care how many times you started over, I don't care what the goal is that you set that you feel like you did not meet. You can start from exactly where you are right now and absolutely crush it and win. I don't care what it looks like, but we got to be intentional. There's customers and then there's business owners. Where have you seen customers come and dabble with business owner dabble with the customers and spend all of their time with customers? No, the restaurant owner comes out and does a way to make sure your food is good. And I'm going to make sure you're good with the system that I put in place, because as a business owner, we have to have systems in place that does not require your presence. Otherwise, you're still self-employed. And that's the problem with scaling. So I took some time to put some systems in place. And I'm so grateful more than ever just to have the clarity of where we're going. So I'm excited about the mansion, the masquerade mansion. Big shouts out to Wanda for that idea. As soon as she said, I said, oh, girl, that's sexy, girl. Look, make some stuff fun for me to show up. I'm definitely about a bag, but I don't want to go nowhere boring. So let's have fun. Let's come together. I know we got a social distance and everything, but like for real, and I told this to Drew, I told it to Randy, I told this to many of you, as we study the game, we have to understand from a perspective that if you're going to study the game, don't ever get into a space of comparing. Because I believe that when you start to compare yourself, it's really the thief of all joy. Like, you cannot compare yourself to somebody else, because you're going to always compare their strengths to your weaknesses, which is already a disadvantage. I'm not interested in comparing or competition, but you can learn. And what you have to learn about it is that everybody has their lane. So what that means is, honestly, if we're dealing with Gen Zs and millennials who don't have no kids and responsibilities, you can't duplicate that system with your grown married self with children. Now, they ain't gonna look the same way. You got different kind of household responsibilities. They could get up and go. They might still be living at home with mama. You see what I'm saying? So don't frustrate yourself in that process. Just identify or pray, God, what does that look like for me? I would love to be hanging with y'all in houses all the time, and Airbnbs and tearing the phone up. I would. But who gonna take care of these kids in here? Like, for real, it don't look like that for us, right? So whenever we get a chance to be together, like in Atlanta, make the sacrifice. We know that we are not in a position to do it all the time, but like for real, put up in your mind right now, I'm gonna be one of the 10. My leader will pick me to be one of the 10 to be inside of that mega mansion. I wish we could show you the mansion, and it will be no question. It's about 20,000 square feet. You need that kind of environment to be around the giants that's going to pull even more out of you. So I'm excited. Let's run it up. I'm excited.
Chyna, that's real good. And we having fun too, because we got a party that Friday night. My son DJ Rich, and he gonna bring that heat. So we partying Friday night. We working during the day. Randy tried to shut down the party. He just wanted to work.
I said, Randy, I'm for real. Like, I ain't coming. Look, and we ain't about to, we could mastermind all day long. They're gonna hear the same thing we always say. But listen, because you know why I do. I know Tasha's on here. So many of you can attest to this. I can remember we did an Atlantic mansion. We always did mansions. I signed more people up because they just wanted to come to the mansion than the ones that really wanted the product. They just wanted to get in the house.
And let me tell you something, that party was lit.
Yes.
It was just good, clean fun. That's all it was.
Yes.
But it was so lit. And so we're gonna have a presentation too, so you can bring guests that Friday night. So again, Friday during the day training, Friday night party plus presentation, Saturday all day training, right? And so it's going to be a great time. We're going to be doing calling parties where you can call people on the spot. You're going to be getting video footage. You can take pictures by the pool. So you're going to get all the drip that you need. So you and your top hungriest people, you need to let them know, I'm depending on you to be in Atlanta with me, period, end of the story. Randy Webb, take it away, brother.
Let's go. Hope you guys are inspired, man. If y'all see the momentum happening in this company, we're just so grateful to be here. Thank you, Dr. Chyna. Look, she said it, like to finally be in the company and be at the beginning. It is not too late. And what we're really seeing with Trade House is they are doing network marketing. For all of us who have been in network marketing before, we've had this conversation with ourselves. Man, if my team just got 10 and we all got 10, we all got 10, you know how fast the comp plan will go? Y'all are seeing network marketing happening for real, unapologetically, okay? And so this is a season right now, especially right now. Don't be embarrassed about being a part of network marketing, because guess what? The only people getting a paycheck right now are network marketers.
That's right.
And that residual income. So I'm going to talk about network marketing unapologetically. And that is so crazy because I'm watching us all together. We're now walking to the same beat, okay? And we decided, we did a meeting with our team as well too, where we talked about, this is our conversation. I want you to hear this very closely. We celebrate what we're going to duplicate, and we focus on what we want to expand. And so if you focus on trading, you're going to expand the trader culture inside of your organization, and it's not going to grow. If you celebrate the trading culture, you're going to grow the celebration. Everybody's going to duplicate being traders. I had to take responsibility today, because that's what happens when you come into a company like this for the first time ever, you know, which I'm grateful for. We have a company where the product makes you money, but it's still the product for the customer. And so what we got into habits of doing is celebrate what our customers are supposed to be doing anyway. From my previous company where I came from, guess what I found was those who use the products the most, okay, I know we say become a product of the product, but don't overuse it. And what happened with us is we just got into where if I didn't build it, we used to say it, talk into our existence, is you don't got to go build it. We used to pride ourselves on we got 90% customers. Listen, that puts the brunt or the force on 10% of your people to build the organization. So I'm no longer going to talk like that. And we're going to move to a way different beat because I'm coachable. Okay? Let's admit, when you see someone moving a certain way, all you have to do with network marketing is model after them. Okay? So don't get upset, you know, when we start building or we're pushing something. And here's how we do it. Okay? We're going to go back to the basics. We call it income producing activity. Anything that's volume in the system. Okay? And so you need to ask yourself an important question. When you decide to go do something, some training, ask questions, whatever it is, does it put volume in the system? And if it doesn't, it's extracurricular activity that does not advance your movement to charity. Okay? So what we decided to do, our team is going to focus on 80% of their time is going on IPAs, income producing activities, inviting, prospecting, launching events, launching your people when they get started, then lastly, follow. Those are the only 4 things you should be focused on right now. And then we plug into 3 sessions. That's it. Okay? We don't have to overtrade. Wanda, my wife, said something very critical today. She said, we are putting our customers in danger because they're overtrading. Okay? We're in a real financial market where there's sharks. You know, I love her analogy. She said, think about it. We talk about people being bit by sharks in the ocean all the time, but it's very minimal that you'll be bit by a shark. But if you stay and live in the ocean, what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to get bit by a shark. And so we just we trade a little bit like we're supposed to, build our account, and then we go build this thing. Smart investors, look, Dr. Jewel is a mogul, right, when it comes to all investments. Oil wells, real estate, TV show hosts, like you name it, Dr. Jewel's involved with it. And she can definitely tell you the power of leverage in all of those industries. A smart investor never uses their own money to go make money. And the great thing is we have a company that is allowing you to get to P600 above, use that money to make more money. Before I even learned how to trade, I was a charity team, 60 days. I didn't know how to trade. I had bloomed 2 accounts. But you know why it didn't hurt? Because I was getting IM money. Okay? Go get that IM money.
Talk to me.
Focus on the trade, even if you got to stay in the demo account to get your finances right. And all it is focus on IPA, income producing activities only, and you will build a massive business in one of the largest Forex company in the industry right now. Right now, our company, hands down, we have the most top paid networkers in the entire industry right now. We have a 24-year-old leader, okay, making more in a month now than 99% of the population makes. Listen, you got to understand what's happening in Iron Master Academy. We got people making more in 1 month than a McDonald's franchise owner makes in 1 year in profit. There is no reason why we shouldn't be building this with our hair on fire. Just get ignorant tonight and make your list and just go all in with it. I promise you. Me and my wife just said, why are we playing around right now? Why are we playing? Can we play? We got a phone with 1,000 people in it. I'm sending you a message. You either like it or you don't like it, next and move to the side. IPA, and that's the only thing I'm going to speak.
Talk to me!
Don't talk to me about trading. Don't talk to me about anything else. I'm going to show the presentation. Arrow up, arrow down. Next thing. Let's go. So it's
Let's go, man. Come on now. Talk to me.
This is so good. Randy, help somebody. Because, Christian, I'm glad you're on here tonight. Because what happens is people get in and they start saying, that other team didn't help me trade. They didn't trade. But the doggone, that's why they signed up. Because the educational system let them fall in love with the instructors. We spent a year doing Breakfast Club trading with the team. It doesn't work.
Don't work.
You gotta put them into the system. We got 100 educators.
Too soon, Dr. Too soon. The vibrations are on point because anyone that was on my leadership call today with our team, like we had a covert call. The team gonna find out now they're gonna get mad. But we had a covert call. And we said, we're having a call with people that can take a punch today. No other industry do we worship the customers. So I used to sell travel. I want you to think how silly this is. If I was like, oh my God, Becky booked 2 vacations this year. We need to get her to do a training. That's silly. We need to change our language. I want to challenge everyone. No more builders and traders. We've got builders and we've got customers, period. If you are not on an educational platform, you are a customer. I love you. I'm so grateful you're here tonight, but you're a customer. You don't see Coca-Cola knocking on your door and saying, what should we do next? Did you like that drink? They're not going to do that. So I think one of the things that we did, because we were worried about what our people